Guys, I'm back. So recording in the morning. I gotta start recording in the morning because it got too hot yesterday and I had to split the video in two because the phone gets overheated and then it stops recording the video. So yeah, anyways. So I wanted to talk to you guys about one of my past life memories, some of my past life memories, and talk about that because it kind of ties into everything with these abductions too, because yeah, anyway, so let's get started. So in my past life, yeah, like I said, we lived in the desert, and yeah, I remember going swimming all the time. Yeah, the ocean was there, and I'd always go swimming and just go swim deep in the water. I remember like whales, dolphins, fish, and all that kind of stuff. And I remember getting out of the water, and I had this friend. There was this friend that we had, and this friend was a bird. A little bit taller than me, so a little taller than me, and had a bird head, and it was blue. And I remember this being my friend, and like I'd come out of the water and come talk, and yeah, the bird would wear, I remember wearing like a white kind of robe outfit, and yeah, this bird was really nice. This was my friend, and yeah, it was blue, and it would talk to all of us, I remember, and we were friends. And so in my past life, I remember, like, in a day, like a normal day would be, like, we would wake up and then we would do our, like, we would do yoga stretches, but it wasn't the yoga that's done today. It's a totally different kind of, like, art and stretches. And also we would do, like, training, martial arts training. So I remember, one of my family members, like, he would hold, like, these things, and I would come and hit them and kick them. So we had, like, daily stretching, martial arts training and stuff like that. I remember, like, we didn't wear clothes all the time because we lived in the desert, so it was hot. So we didn't wear clothes every single, like, day or whatever. We didn't wear them, like, all the time. So, yeah, that was just something that we also wanted to be, like, connected to the earth. Like, we didn't wear shoes, so we wanted connection with the earth. And, yeah, we didn't wear clothes. And, yeah, everything we made by hand, like baskets and, our huts and stuff like that. We hunted and stuff, and to hunt, we were able to, like, mentally call the animal over. Just like Credo Mutwa said, everything he said was everything in my past life. Like, just, oh my God, he was so on point. Like, basically, we could just mentally call over the animal and then hit it with the spear, do hunting or whichever. We also would communicate telepathically. So, like, that bird I had just mentioned, that was my friend, we would communicate telepathically. We didn't talk, like, we didn't communicate through words. So that's how we lived. And so another thing is, like, we would have sex out in the open, like, just on the ground, like, in the desert. Like, everybody would just have sex. Like, it wasn't a big deal. Like, you just laid down on the ground and had sex, and other people would walk by or watch or whatever, but it wasn't, like, a big deal like it is nowadays. And for meat, I remember, like, we would get the animal. I remember us, like, sitting down, and then we would gather around the animal that we just, like, you know, hunted. And I remember us, like, cutting up the meat and the bone marrow and all that kind of stuff, and the liver. And from what I remember, I really think we ate it raw. I think we did eat it raw. I do remember that we ended up building fire. Like, we first created fire. Like, we, you know, first discovered that, whatever, we created that. And I don't know if we started to, like, cook the meat halfway. I'm not really sure, but yeah, that's from what I remember was with the meat. And yeah, so that was, like, my past life. I do know that we had a lot of snakes. There were snakes around that would come around. So, like, I remember being bit by a snake, and everybody in my whole tribe, like my community, I remember, like, they all had to, like, carry me to a bath. Like, we had a bath outdoors. It was, like, just outside, like, a metal tub, and they put me in a bath. I think it had herbs or something like that. Like, they knew how to treat it. I know that I got bit by the snake, and I was kind of shaking, like, or something was wrong. But yeah, everybody was, like, gathered around me, and it was like, oh my God. And I got in the tub, and somehow, like, okay, everything got better. Like, we knew how to really treat, like, venom, snake bite, and medical issues, like, all that kind of stuff. We knew, like, all that, like, we could take care of it instantly. And yeah, so that was something I vividly remember. Yeah, that was, like, a vivid memory. And one of the things also was, so once the reptilians arrived, and then everything began to change. I know that they came, and I remember them speaking to us, and they like said, oh, like if you worship us as gods, we'll show you this, something like that. And I know that we kind of, I think, fell for it or something, but yeah, like I said, they took us through caves, and then I remember we turned into man and woman, and then I was with my tribe. I remember being with my cousin, and I was telling her, like, oh my god, their penises look like snakes, and we were like, ooh, like, we were grossed out by each other, I remember, and they thought, like, our breasts look weird, and it was like, oh my god, it was so weird, like, I don't know. And so what the reptilians started to do is they started to work my people, like, to mining. The men were having to mine, like, there was an underground area that was created in the dirt, like a square, a circle, and each day the men had to go down and they had to mine for like metals, gold, and stuff like that. So they were basically beginning to treat us like slaves, like we had to work and work for them or whatever, and dig out gold and stuff like that. And I remember being so worried about them going down. I specifically remember, yeah, the guy that looked just like young Pharaoh always going down there and having to work. And I remember just being worried because you know, it was like mining, and I remember some people, I think some things fell on them and crushed them, and those kind of dangers with mining. So I was really, really worried about that, and it was just so scary, and it was like, oh my god. So yeah, that was what I really remembered in my past life. I also remember, like, we created the astrology wheel, like the zodiac wheel. I remember drawing that in the dirt and showing people, like, drawing the Cancer symbol and Libra scales, like all those different things. We did, we started the tarot cards, like we started like all this stuff, like showed people stuff. We told time by, with the sun. There was something we had in the ground, and it was like a plate or some kind of wheel, something. But yeah, we told time through the sun. And to tell the weather, what we would do is we would like bend backwards, and then you look at the sky, the line, the skyline type of thing, and then you can tell like what the weather was. So we had like very specific, like ancient ways of how we did things, how we told things and could, you know, see things or build things. We had all these different things, and we were highly advanced, highly knowledgeable. So yeah, so I just wanted to share with you guys that little bit of my past life there, and yeah, I'm sharing with you guys another video.